Ray Wheatley for Fight News. I'm here with Australia's leading boxing writer, Grantley Kieza. How are you, Grantley?
Very well, thank you, Ray. Thanks for having me on the program.
Not a problem, mate. I just want to get your views, mate, on the Manny Pacquiao-Jeff Horn fight. You've been very close to Jeff Horn.
Yep.
Now, you travelled just recently to the Philippines and watched Manny Pacquiao train. And you also went for a run with him.
I did. He was a bit fitter than me, but I stayed with him for a little way. And then I doubled back and I caught him by surprise. I jumped out some bushes as he was doing his second loop.
I did see that. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
And what were your thoughts on watching him train? Did he really look like he's in shape?
Well, I saw him training over there about 5 weeks ago. I was in the Philippines for 4 or 5 days. I didn't think he trained with anything like the sort of intensity that Jeff Horn trains with. Jeff Horn really has been giving 100% in the gym, really intense workouts and very fit and very focused. Manny would do a lot of rounds, but half the rounds he would be taking time off to chat with his mates and his friends beside the ring. So he really wasn't training with the real intensity that Jeff Horn has, but he was certainly very fast. When he decided to put his punches together, he was throwing very fast combinations and occasionally pulling out the big straight hard left hand and the big right hooks. So he showed that he could still punch in bunches when he wanted to.
He was sparring, was he?
He wasn't sparring, no. He actually started sparring the day we left the Philippines, but he was training for a long time with B-Boy Fernandez over there, going through pad work and doing a lot of weight training, fast sort of plyometric exercises.
So Freddie Roach came in, the following week, the week you left?
Yeah, well, he actually came in the day we left, I think.
Yeah. So he's been in charge for the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, and he was very disappointed with Manny when he first arrived in the Philippines. He thought that his attention was very much divided between the fight and his work in the Senate, but in the weeks that followed, apparently Manny got his act together a lot more, and Freddie said that he was very pleased in the end with the way he trained for this fight.
Okay, now you've been a very good friend of Jeff Horn's for a long time now, and you've seen all his fights.
Yep.
And you've been covering all his fights. You actually train yourself. You train in the same gym.
Yeah, he trains a bit harder than I do, but I train with his strength and conditioning coach, Dundee Kim, who's a terrific fitness coach in boxing. He doesn't just do boxing, he trains all sorts of athletes. He trains some top tennis players. His own son's a very good tennis player, and he trains a lot of people for just general fitness work and bodybuilding in his gym. But he's an excellent fitness coach, and he's done a great job with Jeff Horn. Jeff and his boxing trainer Glenn Rushton would both say that Dundee's done great work strengthening Jeff Horn's body for this fight, for the rigours of this fight, building up his strength and endurance through weight training and pad work in his gym at West End. So he's had a very good campaign, Jeff Horn. There's been some criticism from different quarters, from Justin Fortune, who's in Manny Pacquiao's corner, that they got the wrong sparring partner in Cesar Amonsot. But Cesar is the number 3 junior welterweight in the world, very strong, very tough southpaw, and according to the camp. According to the Horn camp, Cesar Amonsot was the best available southpaw that they could get. He's not as fast as Manny Pacquiao, but as the Horn camp say, who could they get as a sparring partner to replicate Manny Pacquiao? Because there is no sparring partner like Manny Pacquiao in the world, and Cesar Amonsot was the best guy they could get, and they were very happy with the work that Cesar and Jeff Horn did. Certainly, I saw Jeff Horn spar a number of 12-round sessions with Cesar Amonsot, and he looked dynamic. His last sparring session last week, leading into this fight, was sensational. He really looked good against a guy who's a world-class fighter.
What about what Justin Fortune said about the nerves? Do you think that'll happen? You think that nerves will play a factor in the outcome of this fight?
Well, who's to say? But certainly it's going to be a little bit daunting. Manny Pacquiao's been there many times fighting before big crowds. There's going to be more than 50,000 people at Suncorp Stadium for the big fight. Manny Pacquiao has fought before a crowd of 50,000 before when he beat Joshua Clottey in Texas, so he's used to it. Jeff Horn looked a little bit drawn and gaunt at the weigh-in today. He had to drop over 4 kilos, which is about 9 pounds, very quickly. He did look more drawn and gaunt than I've seen him before, and he said that he didn't feel 100%, but I'm sure in the 24 hours leading into the fight he will have refueled and carbo loaded, and he'll be ready to go. He's very mentally strong as well as physically strong. I know that he's a big underdog for this fight, and that Manny Pacquiao is of course a raging favourite. You can't go past the experience and the speed of Manny Pacquiao. But there's something about Jeff Horn. He's always risen to whatever challenge has been put before him. Very early in his career, he was fighting solid, really top-class professional fighters that no one gave him a chance against, and he beat them all. And I believe that he has the ability to cause a big upset here in Brisbane against Manny Pacquiao. It will be, if Jeff Horn can pull this off, if he can score this win, it'll be not just one of the great wins in Australian boxing, but it'll be one of the great wins in Australian sport, full stop. It'll be a tremendous moment in Australian history.
Well, only a matter of hours to go now, Grantley. Mate, thank you very much for your thoughts on it, and thank you for your time.
Oh, my pleasure, Ray. Thank you very much.
All the best, mate.